Tonight, GoPacks put up flags throughout Marietta as part of its 10th year anniversary celebration. Director and founder Heather Warner started the nonprofit GoPacks 10 years ago after she saw a great need in the community. As part of the anniversary, one of the board members approached her and recommended working with Marietta Main Street about putting flags through town. Heather says she loves being able to help the community.
What I love with the work with GoPacks is that it brings so many different people together. Even though it's a bit more of a small town feel and Washington County is not a huge metropolis, it is amazing how many people come together for the same goals and the same causes. So that's what I really love about it.
She says she looks forward to another amazing 10 years for the organization.